If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Obviously, it's a position that is easily scrutinized. There's not many people that watch an NFL game that knows whether a left tackle had a good game or not. There's not many people that know whether a defensive tackle had a good game or not, or a lot of other people. I mean, people know when a running back's had a good game, and they know when a quarterback's had a good game, and they probably know when a corner's had a good game. Because if a corner gives up a deep ball, I mean, it's there for everybody to see. So, that's probably it. I mean, it's a more scrutinized position, not just from coaches, but from media and also from fans.
But do you think that impacts people making decisions? It shouldn't. Sometimes you think it does.
What's that?
Sometimes you think it does.
I told these guys every once in a while we might go for it on 4th and 1. So.
In judging a quarterback, I'm gonna get arm, intelligent, intangibles. How would you rate them in order?
I don't know that I go with arm there. I think passing accuracy is probably more important than arm strength.
Okay.
What was your next one?
Intelligence, and then intangibles. Like the.
Intelligence is important. I mean, as a defensive coach, when you evaluate a quarterback, when you game plan for a quarterback, you start with, does he know what to do? Okay, if you can't get past that, then it doesn't matter how accurate an arm he has, how strong an arm he has. If he can't get past, does he know what to do? That's fatal, so to speak.
Do you see guys in the NFL as a defensive coordinator where you look and see various differences between
knowing what to do?
Yes.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, there's huge differences. There's tremendous differences in guys having command. It's knowing what to do and knowing what defenses do. But intelligence, and I wouldn't necessarily say intelligence, but command is probably, command of an offensive system, command of what the defense is doing. If he passes that, then you probably go to, can he throw an accurate pass? Because I know what's going on. But I don't know if anybody here has seen me throw, but it's not. Maybe Ness has, but it's not a pretty sight. There's a reason I was a defensive player. So you need to be able to throw an accurate pass. So that's probably number one and number two, and then after that, then you start falling into the other things. Ability, I think pocket awareness, pocket presence is extremely important. Something that sort of falls below. Good quarterbacks, I say this, I don't know if it comes out right. Good quarterbacks feel the rush and see the receivers. When you think of Joe Montana and the catch, he almost had a little bit of a spider sense as he was getting away from all those guys that were chasing him. The whole time when he was running in line time, his eyes were downfield, and finally he found Dwight Clark.
He dropped back a heck of all ways to throw that pass.
Right, and it was, and in doing it, he was never, his eye level was never down.
Right.
So you want a quarterback that's seeing downfield, feeling a rush. They have that sense of when to step up, when to be able to bail, but their eyes are always downfield to make that play. That's an intangible that's really important.
Right. Unteachable?
I wouldn't say I think everybody has a varying degree of a knack for that. I mean, you might be able to develop it a little bit better, but that might be something that if you don't have, that it's hard to teach.
Do you think coaches fall in love with big arms, though? Because that is definitely one thing you can't teach. And so that gets a quarterback in the door, and more times than not, coaches think we can teach you the rest.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it does. It intrigues people. Probably for the same reason that baseball scouts get intrigued by, the high school kid that can throw 100 miles an hour. That doesn't always translate. So, it does. That's a very intriguing thing when you see a guy that can throw the ball through a wall, so to speak. But more importantly, is he needs to throw an accurate pass. Now, arm strength is something that's important. If a guy can throw an accurate pass, you would rather have a strong arm than a weak arm. But I'd rather have an accurate NFL arm than a strong, super freak arm that they can't hit his target.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.